Do you remember Velma Hart? You probably do. She is the Obama supporter who had an earful for the president at a town hall meeting last fall, and just weeks later, she lost her job, joining the ranks of the unemployed.
I'm one of your middle-class Americans, and quite frankly, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted of defending you, defending your administration, defending the mantle of change that I voted for.
Joining us now is Velma Hart to catch us up and bring us up to date about what's going on in her life. So, Velma, explain to all of us, it was right after that town hall meeting, not that long after, that you did lose your job. And how's the job search going for you now?
Well, it actually wasn't until the beginning of December. I am keeping busy. I think the holidays certainly presented a unique challenge for me because most people want to have holiday fun with their families. But it did give me a unique opportunity to really spend some quality time with my own family. So I'm doing great. I am energized and looking forward to the next phases of my life.
Velma, the president today said that he was encouraged by what we're seeing with job growth. Is the Obama administration, in your opinion, doing enough?
Well, I think so. One thing about me as a nonprofit professional, as an executive, as maybe even as a mother, data matters. You know, what my kids get on a report card matters. I think that the trends are clearly going in the right direction, and I'm encouraged. It's ironic you should bring up the African American disparity and Hispanic disparity in the unemployment rate. I wrote a piece for the Griot about a month ago on that very issue. And it is an issue to be concerned about. My hope is that at the end of the day, these trends will start affecting not just the non people of color element, but everyone will start to benefit from the fact that the trends are going in the positive direction. But it is a little concerning that you see that disparity.
Velma, you made that statement to the president saying that you were exhausted and tired of having to defend him. So today, do you find yourself still doing that, defending the president?
I think it's ironic that people pointed to just that one section of the question. The question was actually much more, or the statement was much more robust than that. The real heart of that particular sentence to me was that I was defending what I believed in, what I voted for, the mantle of change that I thought was right for this country. So yes, I think I still have to defend that. Though the trends are going in the right direction, there's still much work to be done, and I don't think this president ever denies that. But the trends are positive, and data, unless it's skewed, doesn't lie, and I don't believe this data is skewed.
What are you hearing, though, from your friends and from your neighbors about the economy? I mean, you certainly made a name for yourself after that town hall meeting and have put a public face on what it's like to be unemployed in this economy currently. So what do you hear from people that are around you, your inner circle?
Well, from the ones that are working, some of them are the working scared, and I think that's actually far more painful than to lose your job. At least when you lose your job, you know what the outcome is. So some of them are concerned that their organizations or their businesses are in trouble, and so how will that come downhill on them? I think is a major concern. I think for those who are not employed, and there are a number of those as well, it's just concern about what, in fact, will be the mantle of change that this administration will advance over the next 6, 8, 12 months. They're really watching closely as this new Congress takes its seat, and really hopeful that the bipartisan behaviors that were so evident before the Christmas break will continue. But I've even heard some say that maybe that won't continue going forward. I'm hoping that that's wrong.
As you just said a little bit earlier, data does matter. So do you think and feel confident that you're going to be getting back to work this year?
Oh, yeah. I feel that way. My faith tells me that. As a Christian, I certainly believe that I'm not the type of person who's going to be out of work very long. But even more than that, I think there's going to be unique opportunities. And that actually has been the pleasant surprise out of all of this, that there are opportunities out there if you just open your eyes wider than what you think, wider than what you used to do. If you open your eyes to those possibilities, there's great potential in the air right now. Great potential.
Does that mean that you're open to other work challenges, things that maybe you wouldn't have considered before? And maybe that's something that all unemployed Americans need to take into consideration, is revamping exactly what they want to do or what they're willing to do.
Absolutely. You know, it's funny, too, because a lot of the literature, when you're unemployed, you receive a lot of literature, and a lot of the literature gives opportunities for re-education, going back to school. Those things are part of the process. And I would encourage people to remember that what you left isn't necessarily what you're destined to do. Sometimes you're destined to do something bigger and better. Sometimes you're destined to do something that's more of a backseat. But there is a destiny, and to stay encouraged and to look for those opportunities. I could not stress that more.
I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. So
everything
we wish you nothing
happens.
but heart-filled success and prosperity in 2011. Velma Hart, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so very much. My pleasure.